everybody. How are you today? Hello, my name is Star Master Ju Young Park, and I am excited to be here in Singapore again. Are you as excited as I am? I can't hear you. Are you as excited as I am? Yes. I've been given the honor to present to you the marketing plan. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard the marketing plan before, but I want to take a different approach to the marketing plan today. I want to talk with you about why Atomy works and how the compensation plan is structured for individuals who are like you and me, just regular Joes, and how we can still, through our own personal ability, build passive income of $50,000 a month. Is that small amount of money or is that a large amount of money? Yes, because it is passive income, right? So let's talk about that today. So everybody here today, I'm sure that you're doing Atomy as a part-time business, or you are not yet doing Atomy, or you're doing Atomy as a full-time business. But before meeting Atomy, I want you to look at the board and see where do you stand on this A to P. A stands for active income, okay? So on this graph, the number 1 stands for 100% of your personal ability creates a income, okay? And as we go down this graph to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 stands for full-on passive income, meaning that 0% of your effort is given to the income that you are receiving. So you've created your income through active income from 1 all the way to now 5. So the job that you are doing right now, or the business that you are a part of, if you do not do anything today, will you gain that income from that job or from that business? Most of us will answer no, right? So if you don't go to work today, what happens? No income, right? You get fired, right? Let's say that you're running your own personal business. You're managing everything, okay? You're hiring people. You're conducting everyday businesses. If you're out of the picture as the business owner, does your business run smoothly or is it just chaotic? Usually, it's chaotic, right? So many of us dream. We want to get to the 5, right? We want to get to creating full-on passive income, but most of us do not know how to get there. Is that correct? But if I told you that you could get there, would you want to do it or would you reject it? You would want to do it, but it would seem like a dream, okay? So I want to share with you that it is not a dream, but we have to now look at what? Where do you stand today in terms of how much time do you have, okay? So I started Atomy in 2013. I was 26 when I started Atomy. Okay, and now I am 31. So I've been doing Atomy for 5 years. And during that time, I've been able to see many, many, many different things in Atomy and in just my personal life. So what we have to understand is if we want to create passive income, what are we going to do and how are we going to spend our times doing it? Because time is money, right? Just because you have a lot of time doesn't mean that it is not valuable, right? Your time is very valuable. Time is something that you cannot get back. So every day, what you're doing will matter. So in this business, I want you to write down your age that you desire to retire. So write that down right now, okay? So what's a good age for you to retire? I'd say 60, okay, just to say. And then my current age, let's say, is 30, okay? And how many years do you have remaining to get to the passive income mark? 30 years, right? But if you want to retire quickly, then you have to think about what I can do to get to that goal, okay? So that's why I want you to write this down. You have to have time in mind, okay? So let's go to the next slide. So what is business, okay? I want to get to the very, very basics of what business is and what it can offer us. I'm going to try to go a little fast today since I don't have much time, okay? So business is very simple in my opinion, okay? Every single business has a product or a service. That's it. Right? That's the beginning and end of a business. So let's look here. The product here, you see the lady using skincare? That's a product, right? And you see the service, that's an airplane ticket. And there are other things that you can calculate into this. But in order to have a successful business, you have to sell a product or a service to individuals to gain an income. Would you agree with me? Yes. So here, the next question, it says, what makes, successful business? What makes a successful business? This is all tied together with Atomy's marketing plan, okay? Because no matter how good a marketing plan is, if you do not have a product that can be consumed on the regular, then you do not have a sustainable business. You just have a temporary business model. So here it says, to better understand what I mean, I want to what? Reverse engineer this question for you, okay? So I'll read the question to you one more time. It says, what makes a successful business, okay? So when do you continue to use or change the product or service that you're using? So answer this for yourself, okay? Let's say that you have a foam cleanser, okay? Let's say that you have a deep cleanser, okay? You continue to use that product. Why? Because somebody told you about it, right? Because you did market research and you feel that it is good for your skin. Because the price range is right. Because in some aspect you are satisfied with the product that you're using. But when do you change that product? Okay? So let's say company A, company B, company C comes to you and says, hey, please don't use your foam cleanser anymore. Use this one. Okay? You as a consumer, what makes you decide on wanting to use a different product? Usually, the question is answered this way, okay? If the product gives you value, okay? So what is the value that I'm referring to? Let's read it together, okay? Let's read the grade together. It says, most will say value is determined by comparing your current product or service with one that gives you better results at a lower expense. Would you agree? Yes, you would agree, right? So if you are using a foam cleanser and if a different company is able to offer you an equivalent quality product at a lower price, would you be willing to change it, yes or no? Yes. You would. Why? Because it offers you value. And you will continue to use that product until another company appears that is able to offer you an even better quality at an even lower price. So if you do not have this basic idea structured in your compensation plan, then you don't have a compensation plan. All you're doing is you are in a revolving door. You're finding one consumer, and then that consumer will use that product and leave when somebody else comes to them with a better product. So if you do not have consumers staying to continue to use the product because the product gives you value, you can never create passive income. You can never create residual income. Everything that you'll be doing is active. You'll be doing you'll be just like a door-to-door salesman. You'll sell it one time and that'll be it. You won't be able to create that passive income that we're dreaming about because your product is not sustainable, right? That's why CEO Park created the term absolute quality and absolute price. And that's why we're marketing our products for individuals who are all over the world, who are average individuals who would understand and are able to compare to other products around us. So we say this in Atomy. We say that you don't need any special ability or skills to become successful in Atomy. Now, a lot of people don't understand that that's not how it usually works, right? If you want to go to a very good university, you have to have the necessary skills to get into that university. Would you agree with me? If you want to go to the University of Singapore, can you just go without studying? No. If you want to go to Harvard or whatever other prestigious schools that there are, you have to be accepted into it, right? There are prerequisites. There are things and tests that you have to pass with your personal ability to get to that place, right? So far, everything that we've seen and understood when we see successful individuals, especially in business, they're not average. They're usually individuals with a special set of skills who are able to do X and Y to get the results that they desire. But everybody sitting here today, even including myself, I am just average, right? I don't have any special skills that brings me above and beyond somebody else. But Atomy has been structured in a way where we say it is your effort, right? Rather than your ability that brings about success. And that's something that we are not accustomed to hearing. A lot of individuals are accustomed to, I have to have some kind of ability to get to that kind of place. But let me ask you a question, okay? So what's the difference between ability? What's the difference between effort? Okay? Effort is being able to do the things that you already know how to do, right? And special skills are things that you have to develop, or things that even if you try to develop, you will still continue to lack, right? So if those were the stipulations in your success, then a lot of us will not be able to be successful. But the very first thing that we have to think about is the product. Is this product going to be one that I can easily help other people consume, or am I going to need some kind of special speaking skills to persuade them to try it? That will be your first barrier. But in Atomy, we say amazing prices, amazing quality, you should just give it a try, right? That's the extent of our explanation. What is it? Everybody repeat after me. Amazing quality, amazing prices, you should give it a try. C.O. Park says that's all you have to do. But if you think about it, that makes sense. Because no matter how well you are, no matter how good you are at explaining a product, if the individual who is consuming the product rejects it, then will you make that sale? No. You can explain to them how great and amazing this product is for 1 hour, but they can try it and use it and say, but I don't like it, it's not good for me. Then no matter how good you are at speaking, did it do any help? Technically, no, right? But in other companies, we have to try to what? Persuade them to use a product because it is usually more expensive than what they're currently using. But in Atomy, we're able to say amazing quality, amazing prices, you should give it a try, because we are actually giving the person who is buying the product value. We're helping them save money. And as we help them save money, they're able to analyze the product in a different perspective. You have not come to them with the hopes of taking money from them, but you've come to them to help them save money. It's a total different aspect. So if you are a consumer who is using